was placed in a hotel and they were in a bathroom and their organs were taken out. Is that real?
It is real. It is not.
That wasn't an urban myth.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's real. You have labor trafficking,
Yeah.
and not just Hispanics that are labor trafficked. Blacks are labor trafficked as well. You have panhandling trafficking. Some of those children that are out there that are selling the candy, trying to do what they need to do.
That's trafficking.
That's trafficking. They have to make money in order to feed their families or whatever the habits are. Yes, it's
So little
pretty
kid
broad.
comes up with these bars of chocolate, because that's normally what I've seen,
Mhm.
chocolate bars and everything.
And not all of them, but some of them we know we can spot them. The ones that are actually being trafficked. The parents are standing kind of offish,
Right.
and they have to sell everything, and then give the money to those parents, or sometimes they are homeless children that are just trying to make it, and they have maybe a
Now, I
pimp
understand
standing by.
that.
So they have to try to make it.
A pimp standing by.
Hmm.
Okay, pimp is just
It's-
with sex, or
No, it's not. The pimp can traffic the little ones to sell CDs, to sell candy, to sell clothing out the trunk. We have not seen anything. I have not seen anything.
my eyes has definitely been.
And human trafficking looks just like me. Looks like me.
What do you mean?
Being a human trafficking survivor, nobody would have thought that I was a human trafficking survivor. I don't look like what I've been through, but stay right next door to somebody. And until she got involved, I probably would have been dead.
During the time that you was human trafficking, you've been on the show before,
Mhm.
and for those that are now tuning in, how can they learn about your story?
And you can go to my website, igtvok.org and tanyastafford.com. I put my story out there so that people can become aware of what's happening in their community. That's why I say it's in the community. I stay right next door to a lot of people. My perpetrator took me to church every Wednesday and
You
Sunday.
rolling your eyes up like you didn't want to go to church.
You know how I feel about them church folk. There's a difference between church folks and
It's
God folks.
spirituality. It's true. It's true.
And the church folks are those that are just taking up space on the bench. And the God folks are the ones that's out here doing something, and you don't know that they're doing something. And that's what I call my neighbor. She got out. She was persistent about saving me and my children.
And no doubt she tried this more than once.
Yes, she did. We tried several times, but now we talk and we say, it was a shame that I had to almost be killed in order to be rescued. And that was my life. And once I got out, and I wasn't a prostitute. Now I deal with prostitutes on a regular basis, but my perpetrator kept me for those 10 years for bearing children. Basically doing whatever he told me to do when he told me to do it, how he told me to
That's
do
a
it.
form of slavery. Isn't it?
Yes, it is. I cooked, I cleaned, I washed, I did everything, and I bear children. I bore children, and that was the plan.
And what year was this?
This was in '88.
88.
'88. My rescue came in 1996.
In 1980 and 1996. See, folks, what I was saying, when I was talking earlier about, I can't believe this is happening. It's 1988. I can't believe this is happening.
Well, yeah, when the crack epidemic came about, we were in the midst of the crack epidemic, where the parents were just strung out. Our parents were strung out, and they were doing anything and everything by any means to take care of their habits. We were already abused children. Me and my sisters and my brothers, we were already abused children. My mom's husband was already molesting and raping when he first came in. So we had that going on in our community. A lot of that goes on in the community where nobody's talking about it. And then it gets swept under the rug. But in her habit was so bad that she felt like she had to sell one of her children. And I was the one.
You were the one.
I was the one.
Were you the oldest, youngest?
I'm the oldest girl.
The oldest
I'm
girl.
the oldest girl. I was more mature because I knew how to take care of her children, which was my sisters and brothers. Because I grew up with my grandmother before I was with her, and she taught me how to do a lot of things. And when my mom came back and said she got herself together, she got married, and her husband was a pedophile, and he actually started molesting me first.
God bless.
Mm-hmm.
God bless. And speaking of what we need to do next, we're going to take a commercial break. And we are now at 1:30, and we will be right back. Meanwhile, if you are listening to us on the World Wide Web, we encourage you to do that. To get the viewership up, we need to do that as well on the web. And I think during the last time period we were here, we had like 20,000 people that listened and looked at us on the Gray Bowl, Gray Bowl. But meanwhile, we are going to take a quick break, and we will let you guys listen to some music and some drops, and we'll be right back. Let's go.
Hello out there. My name is Byron Williams, former NFL player. I'm with the NFL Players Association, and when I'm not in the community, I'm listening to Mr. Ed Gray, the commish.
This is Dion. You're listening to the Commish Radio Show.